Hey everyone, right here's the Cheyenne Echinacea, and the seed heads are starting to dry. So today it's September 6th and I am cutting off some of the seed heads. Because what I'm planning to do is grow these next January indoors so I can plant them out here in my garden. So as you can see, this one right here is really dry. I like to take them off when they're brown. These are still green. As you can see, the seed heads are still green. So all you have to do then is just take a scissors or something and just cut these off. And then store them indoors in a dry, cool location. So we'll just cut this off here. We're going to be looking at these seed heads to see where the seeds actually are within this seed head, okay? This Cheyenne series this year, I purchased at a local greenhouse, and they come in a lot of different colors. There's some more red, and then you got the orange color to them, the orange-yellow tint. But that was a really nice plant, I thought, and I thought, well, if I can propagate it or collect the seeds in the fall, why not? So that's what we're doing. Hey everyone, so I'm inside now and I'm going to show you these Echinacea coneflower seeds close up so you kind of know what to look for when you're collecting your seeds. I can't wait to actually grow these come probably early January or February, and I'm probably going to do some seed germination also just to see if they're viable enough to even mess with them, right? Bring you in close and show these to you now. So I collected a few different ones this year, and just the regular old purple coneflower, the one that you see everywhere. It's just, you can see them in ditches and CRP land, just everywhere. It's really neat along the interstates. But here they are, and I just went ahead, as you've seen, and just cut them off. But let's see where the seeds are. Going to take and mess with it here a little bit. This seed head is really kind of sharp and spiky, so there's going to be so many seeds. I might just take and scatter them next year outside too in different areas, besides starting some from seed. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you, but what'll be fun now is to seeing if the germination's any good. Now these have been in my home, dried out for a while. I'm going to put them down in the dark and go ahead and just leave them there until January or February and then start them from seed. I mean, that is the plan. Okay, can you see which ones are the seeds? Now the seeds are going to be the lighter gray in color. I'm going to pick some out and show them to you. The rest can just be tossed. You can just throw it all down in your soil if you want. If you don't want to take and separate it, it isn't going to hurt anything. Okay, you can see there's quite a few little gray ones. Those are the actual seed. And there's quite a few on this plate. So be looking for those. Now if I was to plant this, I would just I wouldn't even mess with cleaning it. I would just take and just throw it all into soil. It's honestly not going to hurt anything. It depends on how much time you want to spend. And if you want to share these with someone, then yeah, clean them. You can see I'm getting a few. Okay, so those are the seeds. That's what you want to look for. You know, so I know these are dry. So I'm just going to put them back into this baggie. And next year ought to be kind of fun and exciting. I'll probably do some testing to germination on them and see how they do. So now I'm just going to put them in the basement and put them in the dark in a dry, cool place and just wait till early in the year and get started on perennials. In my area, I have to start them at least January or February. And that's what I will do, because it takes them a little time to grow. Well, thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I'll see you on the next one, and we'll see you later. Bye.